Welcome back to Real Roots Radio. I am happy to be chatting with Tree and Devyn of Chapel Hart. How y'all doing today?
Hey.
I so excited to have y'all. So excited to talk about your music and your journey. I'll start here. Your music journey started with y'all busking down in New Orleans. Obviously, since then, you've gotten to play shows like America's Got Talent and on stages like the Grand Ole Opry, which is pretty cool. But is there anything from those busking days that y'all miss?
Um, I would have to say the one thing that I do miss from like the busking days is I always feel like the crowd that you will get singing on the street is the most honest crowd you will ever encounter in life because 100% of them are heading somewhere else. You're like in transit. So the fact that they decided to like stop or like defer their plans to hang out with you for a couple hours and in New Orleans, which means in the hot sun, like it really, I feel like it means more because some people go to a bar if you see music, great, but if not, you're still at a bar. But if you're hanging out on the street, you really enjoying the music.
So I came in on the back end of the busking days, and I think one of the coolest parts about being on the street, just kind of taking requests, is that it keeps your creativity really going. Like
Mhm.
people want certain songs, and if you want to make some money, you better figure it out and come up with how to make the song work or sing it to the best of your knowledge and just roll with it. But I think that's probably my favorite part, or the part that I
Oh,
miss about
yes.
it.
Yeah, the two of you, as well as Danica, have been singing together forever. When did y'all start writing songs together, though?
We started writing songs together in what, 20, all three of us in 2017 or 18?
18.
18.
Yeah.
It was weird whenever we would have conversations with other people who like write songs a lot. Cause like I still say we're just figuring out the industry. So like people would say, well, how long did it take to write this song? And like our biggest songs, like You Can Have Him, Jolene and Jesus and Alcohol. I feel like we wrote those songs in less than 30 minutes. And it's like it kind of like just came to us. But yeah, 2018, dang.
Yeah.
That's
It's been a little while since 2018, hasn't it?
Mhm.
A big thing when I think of like some of my favorite country songs, whether they're from people like Dolly or Cash or just any of the legends, I just think of the storytelling in those songs. How important is storytelling to the songs y'all write?
I think it's everything. It's what our music is about. All of our songs come from, people ask all the time, like, where do we draw inspiration? And it's from real life stories, things that we've experienced, people close to us that we know who things they've experienced. And so I completely, I mean, storytelling is what drew us to country music. So I would say storytelling is a huge part of it.
I want to ask you about one of your songs in particular. So a lot of people know your song "You Can Have Him, Jolene." You guys performed it on America's Got Talent, taken back or your own version of that old Dolly Parton song. But y'all did something similar on your last country record with that Loretta Lynn song "Fist City." Is Loretta Lynn another one of y'all's favorites? And just tell us a little bit about that song.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we always say there are like two types of women. You have your Dollies and your Lorettas.
Uh huh.
Dolly is, sugar spice and everything nice and prim and proper. And, she actually said please to Jolene. But Loretta was a little different. And I feel like we've always loved Loretta because I feel like we would say it how Loretta would say it. She's cut and dry. She said, I'll grab you by the hair of the head if you mess with my man. And so we did the same thing with Loretta's, but unlike the Dolly song, we couldn't flip it because, we kind of took the Dolly song and said what we would say with it. But Loretta already said, if you keep messing with my man, I'm going to take you to Fifth City. So we said the only thing we could do at this point after she asked us to do that with one of her songs was we could extend it. So,
Mhm.
she didn't listen. So she wound up in Fifth City where Dev's the mayor and I'm the judge and Danica's the sheriff.
I love y'all's version and her song because, like you said, the difference between that Dolly song is Loretta's talking her crap already, and then y'all just
Oh,
add on
yes.
to that.
Yes.
I want you to think outside of country music for a second. What are some of the other artists in other genres, whether that be anything from pop to jazz to R&B? Are there any other artists that y'all are
Ooh.
big fans of, or that have even influenced the country music y'all make?
I love Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
It's just like
Sabrina is that girl.
she's Sabrina, and that's just all you have to say. I like Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan also. She just has the most amazing vocals that are just out of this world. We were watching a video the other day about Haley Williams, another
Oh,
crazy
yes,
From
vocalist.
Paramore, yeah.
Is just,
ridiculously good.
ugh, you
Mm.
can't hate her.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, my like non-country influences, I'm a little
She's gonna be all over the
a
place.
little
I
off
love
the
it. I love it.
like, go with me now.
I'm here.
Like I'm a lead head in my heart and
Hmm.
soul. So like give me like some Zeppelin, some Cream, some Sabbath, some Hendrix, like all of that. But also on the other side, like on like I was listening to the other day, like Giuseppe Verdi, like especially El Trovatore, the Troubadour, like I say if you can listen to, first of all, listen to any opera and then get the playbill. Read the translation. You don't need TikTok. You don't need soap operas. When I say that is so much drama. Like it is the most in like the most ridiculous drama. Like
A one night trip was like, ooh, and I'm like, wait, what's happening? She was like, girl, she had her headphones up. I'm like, I don't even need to know. I didn't know what you're talking about. I already know what's happening.
you know, like a king bans gypsies, so the gypsy sneaks into the castle and steals the prince and tries to throw him in the fire, but accidentally threw her own baby in the fire. So it's like, well, dang, now I'm gonna raise this prince.
Yeah.
And
See, Satan, you got her down the rabbit hole.
No, that's storytelling right there, isn't it, though?
Yes.
but see, that's what it's
Yes.
about.
I'll ask you this. You guys put out a post it was a couple weeks, a couple months ago now about Darius Rucker. I'm stealing this, by the way. You said happy 38th anniversary for your 21st birthday. Next time my mom has a birthday or something, I'm going to use that.
You have to use it.
Yes, that's well, you know what? I realize that age is but a state of mind. And
Mm.
sometimes you meet some people, it's like you meet them in their ageless. And I don't care how old you are, you're just like a 20 something dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Darius is kind of that guy. Like from the moment we met him, I think we probably scared him a little bit. We're loud, okay? We're loud, but I think he came around fairly quickly, I would say. But like now, we just talk to Darius like we always say he's the little sisters he never asked for. We just terrorize each other in our group chat and just he's the best. He really is.
Yeah. Are there any other friendships y'all have made these last couple years in the country music world that y'all are just so thankful for?
Ugh, so
Um,
many.
oh yes, okay. Well, for one, Uncle Billy, like so Uncle Billy literally just adopted us
Yeah.
after he heard our song Jesus and Alcohol. They were getting ready to do like a residency in Vegas, but it got canceled because of COVID. And so he came to do our music video. And then like this is like the Billy Gibbons.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to do one scene, and as they were like packing his stuff up, he was like, "Wait a minute, I got one more idea." And then he was there all day shooting with us and like just having a ball. And then we had a show the next day in this like tiny little tap room pub, and he showed up and came there, and like he'll like randomly like FaceTime us, call us, send us messages, see how we're doing, and it's just very Uncle Billy. He's
Yeah.
probably the most mysterious person you'll ever meet in your
Yeah.
life.
I think another one that we always kind of go with, I mean, I talk to is Reese Palmer. She is just like, she's like a fairy godmother almost. Reese
Yes.
just, she always knows what to say and how to say it. She's always there to lift us up. It's like she always knows.
And especially being a girl group on the
Yeah.
road, and like Reese, she's been in the industry, and sometimes
Mhm.
like she can just send them as, "How are y'all doing? How y'all really doing?"
Yeah.
And it just makes all the difference. Ooh, and Michael and Tanya, we love us a
Mhm.
war and treaty. Like
Oh,
any
yeah.
all we're loud, and there's three of us, and we Mississippi loud. But I feel like anytime we all get together, there is a noise complaint waiting.
But we always have fun. So that's all that matters.
Oh yeah. I love the Warren Treaty. Reese Palmer is one of my favorites, one of my favorite follows on Instagram. Um, she's the
Yeah.
best. You guys have done several shows on the Grand Ole Opry. One of your most recent ones, it might have been the most recent one, was with Rhonda Vincent, who is close friends of mine and everyone here at the station. We love Rhonda. We've known Rhonda for a lifetime now.
Oh, I was gonna say, first of all, I freaking love Rhonda. Every time we're at the Opry, like there is no reason for anybody to be as cute as she is.
Hmm.
And I always say if I was like 2 feet shorter, I would raid her closet like any day of the week.
We had Rhonda. We have her. She stops by the studio about once a year and we'll perform live. And she's such a great singer and musician and such a great person as well. Does performing on the Opry, y'all have done it several times now. Is it still have that special feeling every time you guys step out there?
Peyton, literally every time we go, I think you still get that first time feeling, like you still get those same butterflies. And I think it's mainly because you know the history behind the Grand Ole Opry, the depth that comes with performing at the Grand Ole Opry. And I think every time that we get the opportunity to step on that stage for anything, it is always an honor. And I think sometimes it still feels like those pinch me moments, and
Hmm.
it doesn't feel real, but we're honored.
You guys have a busy summer coming up ahead. You guys are performing all across the world. You guys have shows in like Germany, in Norway, and the UK. You're still going to be representing Mississippi even when you're out across the pond,
Oh
right?
yes.
I'll say yeah, go ahead.
We just got back from the Faroe Islands, which
Hmm.
is in Denmark, and like when I say that schedule, that sleep schedule just got situated in time for
Speak for
Ohio.
yourself. Speak for yourself, Ohio. I'm giving you what I got.
I was gonna say Germany, Norway, they're pretty cool, but before then you're coming to Ohio, which might be even cooler, right?
Yes. You know what? I'm pretty sure whenever we go to Germany, if we yell OH,
Io, you'll still hear it.
no one, hey, see,
One of the cool things about country music, a lot of it obviously is centralized in Nashville, but it's all these people coming from different parts of the country and sometimes the world. How cool has it been, I guess, to represent your little town of Mississippi in this big world of country music?
I think it's amazing. I don't know. I tell people all the time, I love being from Mississippi. I think for so long there was this stigma and around people from Mississippi, and I think even from just when we first started coming to Nashville, we would say we were from Mississippi. People would be like, "Oh, like," and I'm like, "Well," but now it's like, "Oh, the Mississippi girls," and it's like, okay, that makes my heart a little happy though, because it's just like Mississippi isn't what people think it is. Granted, I know that we have our history, but I think we're on the up and up. And Mississippi is a lovely place, and Poplarville specifically. So Peyton, if you
Mhm.
ever want to go somewhere fun and amazing and cute, I'm ready to take you to Poplarville.
Poplarville,
during the
I'll
blueberry during the Blueberry Jubilee
We
because
just missed it.
there's
It was
literally
last
nothing else
weekend, but
happening there.
is that a big like local festival?
yes.
Because it's the blueberry capital of the world. And
Hmm.
so,
Really?
as
Well, it's not the world technically, but we tell people that, and Danica says it all the time. Nobody has challenged us on it, so
Yeah.
we're
I'll
just
call
gonna.
my hometown like the corn capital of the country for all I
Yes,
care.
yes.
So, y'all have two shows coming up. In first one is in Cincinnati at Riverfront Live this Friday. Have
Yeah.
y'all played in Ohio before?
we have played in Ohio. The first time we played in Ohio, we played Cincinnati and Cleveland, and it was during our Glory Days tour.
Hmm.
Hmm.
and and it was so funny because it was one of those it was the nights I'll never forget. Like the very first song that we would open the show with was Glory Days, and we usually say it says still made our show in Michigan, but usually we would like just substitute it with the name of
Um,
whatever city we're in. And Danica was about to say the line and she had no clue where we were. She was like, where are y'all? I just like, where are we before we went out? I was like, oh, we're in Cleveland. And then like I looked out and I saw something and I was like, right before the line, I was like, Cincinnati, show us this. And like it was like right in time.
it's a good thing y'all
What
didn't
other
mention
worst thing you
Michigan
can
though.
do is mess up a city name. Like, oh, that's
Mhm.
so awful.
And especially whenever they're close enough to kind of be like
Hmm.
rival cities, it's like, how
Yeah.
dare you?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, each city has their own NFL team, so there's always a lot of tension
Also bad.
around that
Mhm.
time of year. Y'all also have a show coming up at the Springfield Arts Council, part of the Summer Arts Festival in Springfield. A really cool festival series. They got concerts going on all month. Part of their mission is to bring great live music, great live bands like yourself, bringing that music free of charge. How cool of a mission is that? Just to bring great music for free.
Honestly, that's one of the reasons that we do what we do. I mean, that's the reason that we've been traveling around the world doing it, bringing it to our, our troops abroad. But being able to do it back home means even more because it gives everybody a chance in the community to check it out, even if you don't have a chance to come out to a concert or, might not be old enough to get into a venue. And it's, it's an outdoor family fun and it's a little bit of everything for everybody.
That's right. Chapel Hart, y'all, a great, great country band. Where can people go if they want to learn more about tickets or just about you guys as a band?
You can find us on all social media at Chapel Hart Band. Our website is chapelhart.com. You can find all things merch, website, tickets,
Show dates, info.
all the things.
It's all there.
It's all there.
Awesome. Tree, Devyn, thank you so much for chatting with me today on Real Roots Radio.
Thank you.
Hi, thanks for watching. If you liked our video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe so you'll be notified when we have new videos posting. Be sure to check out some of our other content as well. Thanks for watching.